New details were dropped about the first DLC coming to Payday 3, which should be launching before the end of the year. So I'm going to be telling you everything that you need to know, and I'm going to split the video into two. I'm going to talk about the basics that they talked about the lore, and then the DLC and content details, because I know some of you might not want to hear the lore and want to experience it for yourself when the update drops. So before I get into that, the new DLC is going to be called the Syntax Error, and each new heist will be a new chapter continuing the story as you go along so that they can progress it. So for those people that don't want to hear the lore, I will have timestamps in the description below, but for those that do want to hear it, here it is. So Syntax Error starts off where Touch the Sky effectively ends, and Shade uses the new quantum computing tech to decrypt the service from Golden Shark and finds intel and valuable software for a new kind of drone operating system, and it's stored at a data center called Sky Digital in downtown Manhattan, and the building is under control of an advanced AI security network, which is quite hostile. And once they can sell it for a high price, as it's quite valuable, they can also get more info on the people that wanted them dead. And that's the extent of what they gave us for the lore, and I'm sure we'll get the full story when the update drops. Now let's talk about the nitty-gritty details about the DLC and content details. So first thing that they confirmed is it works exactly like Payday 2, so you can play heists with friends without actually owning them. All you need to do is either join their game directly or receive a game invite of that friend that has DLC. Now remember, if you bought the silver edition of Payday 3, you will have DLC for free for the first 6 months. If you bought the gold edition, you'll get all the DLC for free for the first year. So more about the DLC, or more importantly what comes with it. It's not just a DLC, it's also quite a big content update. It will include a tailor pack, which will have 4 outfits, 4 gloves and 4 masks, and a weapon pack, which will have 3 new weapons, an SMG, a shotgun and a marksman rifle, and that's all bundled together with the DLC. There will also be a new enemy type for Syntax Error heist only to start with. They'll be rolling out this new enemy as time goes on, but right now it's just with the DLC heist at this point of time. What is that new enemy? It's called the Techie. It's an elite supporter using drones to scout and harass the players, and they will hide behind a barrier, what seems to look like a almost invisible barrier with some sort of cloak on it. That's what I gathered from looking at the footage that they gave us, and they can control the drones behind that barrier remotely, and so you'll have to seek out the Techie to stop the drones from coming in. But with that, they said they're bringing in a new skill line to basically counter these new drones, this new enemy. The new skill line is called Scrambler, and what this essentially does is it has utility with hacking the drones, send them against the users, and it has some more utility usage for your ECM jammers. So this new skill line will actually be released alongside the DLC for free for absolutely everyone. So what are the skills? So Scrambler Basic, remember you've got Aced and Basic. So the basic element of the first point that you spend in order to unlock everything else. Remember, you need to have the first skill in order to unlock any of the skills in that skill line. So for Basic, you can hack drones by spending a 1 runtime. Stealth drones stop moving and are unable to detect you or your crewmates for 7 seconds, after which the stealth drone will continue working as normal and your runtime will be refunded to you. As for combat drones, they will become indestructible for 6 seconds and fight on your side, after which they will self-destruct and your runtime will be refunded to you, and the basic skill will also give you 1 runtime. If you ace it, whenever you place a tool, you gain rush. The second skill in that line is called Speed Hack. What it does is this: as long as you have rush and an ECM jammer is active, your hacking attempts, phone searches and QR code interactions are 50% faster, and radios of guards you kill are answered instantly. The next skill is Extra Pockets. If you have a tool in your loadout, you start the heist with 50% more tools of that type, rounded up, minimum 1 additional tool. The next one is Kinetic Short Circuit. As long as you have rush and an ECM jammer active, guards, first responders and SWAT will become stunned for 5 seconds whenever you shoot them. The next one is Cam Distortion. Cameras within half a meter of you of ECM jammers you own or disable. This effect starts when the ECM jammer is placed and lasts until the ECM jammer is removed or used up. Disabled cameras can't be hacked and all active runtimes on them are refunded. And the final one is called Full Recall. You can interact with placed gadgets you own to put them back in your inventory. Consumable gadgets can only be picked up if they haven't been used. And that is the entire skill line for Scrambler. The last couple of points that they mentioned for this new update was they are also going to be adding some more cosmetics for free for everyone, not just those people that own the DLC, and they're also going to be expanding the amounts of cosmetic rewards for those that have reached the infamy level cap. And that's it. That is everything they revealed about the new DLC and content coming later this month. Hopefully. There is no release date confirmed as of yet, but we can hope it will arrive on time by the end of the year. And that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it and like to see more content like this one, make sure you're subscribed. I'll be continuing making informative videos about Payday 3. When the patch notes come along, I'll be doing a video on that so you get to know exactly what has changed in the upcoming Payday 3 update. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.